Kobe Sportswear, Canadian owned and manufacturer of high quality sports apparel and sold locally by Nova Trophy. Now located in Bears Lake and celebrating 40 years of service. Stop by today to get your team dressed in Kobe's best.
Hi, Wyllum Deveaux joining me here at the forum as he gets ready for another season with the Harvard Crimson. And Will, let's talk a little bit about last year. Of course, your first year, and how satisfied were you with your first year?
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed my first year at Harvard. We had a really good team. We went to the NCAA tournament. We played good. We came up short against UMass, but I was really happy going to Harvard and getting to experience my first year there and play hockey with a great group of guys. So I'm looking forward to my second year here.
Yeah, what's the type of player you like to think you can become in your second year?
I think this year is an opportunity for me to show more of my skill, kind of come back in better shape, healthy, and be able to show the player I think I can be. I can play both ends of the ice, play physical, and hopefully put the puck in the net this year. So, I want to be able to show that this year through, I've been training hard and just getting ready in all aspects of my health and physical health, I guess.
All aspects of your health, physical health. Let's talk a little bit about that because it's been tough 2 years here, and there's been a string of things, everything from mono to the knee to the shoulders.
Correct. Yeah. Going into my second year of junior, I had mono. I think a month before I was supposed to go to camp. So ever since then, I kind of struggled with injuries here and there. Had an off-season shoulder surgery this year, and I'm feeling good. I'm just stepping back on the ice here for the first couple of times, and I guess the injury, the absence of training, was a good opportunity for me to focus on my diet and other aspects of being a hockey player. So, and just other aspects of life. So, I've been taking the positives, I guess, and just being grateful that I'm still able to play.
How have you dealt with the frustration? Because it's had. That's a string in a very short period of time. Tell me about the coping with the frustration of it all.
Yeah, it's obviously your first year, your draft year, I guess. You get hurt multiple times. It's not easy, but you just got to work through it. You got to trust the process, and that's one thing I've kind of learned is I might have come back a couple weeks early on some injuries, and it hurt me a lot. And this time around, I'm just taking my time, listening to the right people, listening to the surgeon, our team trainers who have been great, and just making sure I get it right this time and being in the best shape possible so it doesn't happen again when I get back.
He's a special kid, and he's honestly probably one of the hardest kids I've ever had the pleasure of working with. Every day that he comes in, his energy is just sort of locked in, and not in the sense where a lot of people have to choose to lock in. He's just always ready to go. He's got a look in his eye where he's come in to get some work done, and he's going to get that work done whether it's ready for him or not. He's one of those people where with that kind of attitude, I find you find some people who are a little rough around the edges, and he's just an all-around great person. He's a nice person. He's kind to everybody he meets. He's super inquisitive. He asks the right questions, and he's just generally good to be around. He brings up the vibe in the room every time he's in the room, I find.
Tell me a little bit about that, building him back up, putting him back together.
When we started this summer, we had to sort of deconstruct the plan because originally when he's coming in, I didn't quite know what his shoulder capacity was going to be. And he came in and we pretty much couldn't use the shoulder. He had a set amount of exercises, super limited. It was pretty much just his physio stuff. So we did everything we could to all the other limbs of his body. And even when he was doing some things, he was outperforming people that had both of their arms in perfect health with one arm. So right there, I knew, if anything, he's got the right personality to push through this no matter what happens and get back to full form as fast as possible. And that's exactly what he did. Typically, when people come out of a surgery like that, they may take a little bit longer. And he bounced back extremely quickly. So then by the time he was back, he did a little mini camp in the middle of the summer back at Harvard. And then when he came back, he was pretty much ready to go. And then we just crushed it for the last month.
So I got 3 more years at Harvard, and the goal is to play in the NHL, obviously. And setbacks the last 2 years have kind of maybe made the dream or the road a bit tougher. But it's something for me to embrace. And honestly, it motivates me every day. Not everyone has a different path, and some is easier. I'm not going to feel sorry for myself ever. And I just keep showing up to the gym, the rink every day, and working my hardest.
What leads you to believe that you can get there? Your dream, you say, is playing the National Hockey League. Tell me why you believe that is possible.
I think my compete level, my skill set, I think, I want it more than anyone else. This summer, I think I've really upped my training and everything else, and I think my focus going into the season's, second to none, and just my drive to be better is what'll ultimately get me there, and I got to keep that up over these next 3 years at Harvard.